Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
A would-be prowler captured on security video. Cameras on a home in South Fargo show a man trying to get into the homeowner's car in the wee hours of the morning. But we begin tonight with breaking news from San Diego, California, with ties to North Dakota. The ex-husband of a retired United States Army Captain, Julia Jacobson, who has been missing since September, has been arrested. That according to the woman's family. Now, police just confirmed that Dalen Larry Ware, Julia's ex-husband, has been arrested and will be booked for murder. Police said they believe the 37-year-old Jacobson, who was from Bismarck, North Dakota, was murdered based on forensic analysis of her car. San Diego police said that Julia was spotted with her dog on surveillance video on the night of September 2nd. They say that the remains of Julia or her dog have not been found. A South Fargo man says he's concerned with the ongoing crime that's been happening in his neighborhood around Bennett Elementary School. Using a security camera, he spotted a man attempting to break into his teenager's car in the middle of the night. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer spoke with the man and has more on this story.
When I looked at it, I saw the guy walking around the car trying to open the doors and then walking away.
Houston Klassen received an alert on his phone that something suspicious was spotted on his security cameras. When viewing the footage, he felt sick to his stomach.
I thought, oh great, we're going to go down and find a window smashed out or something. And then you get angry, right? It's just, why do people do these things?
Klassen and several of his neighbors noticed their fences were opened up overnight. He has since locked his up. Klassen says this isn't the first round of crime to hit the neighborhood.
Yeah, so the camera that caught the video is right here.
There's a reason he got the cameras installed.
Put them in this spring. We'd had instances of this, I guess, earlier this spring and then last year as well. And just wanted something out here just to protect things a little bit more.
Klassen is planning on keeping his home's exterior lights on tonight and pulling all cars into the garage.
Locking things up, I don't know how you stop this stuff other than make it not appealing for people.
He has alerted police of the incident and he has passed along the security camera footage. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
Residents are urged to always lock their vehicles overnight along with their homes. Fargo police do say this area in South Fargo over the past week or two has been hit particularly hard by criminals. South of I-94 along University Drive in particular, a number of apartment buildings and businesses have been broken into. Police and locksmiths are recommending they get strike plate covers.
First off, from the standpoint of security, a deadbolt is always the best solution, okay? However, you can't always put deadbolts on every type of door. Some doors have electric strikes, and we need that spring-loaded device to be able to get out, get back in. So these little plates are designed to cover up the gap.
Police are also reminding you if you see something suspicious, call 911 and report it. Coming up after weather, big-time tragedy during a big-time house-moving project in Minnesota. Plus, what's behind the shutdown for Fargo EVAC. Right now, let's find out about the weather, and let's hope it remains above average for the rest of the week. Robert, what do you got for us?
Yeah, overnight tonight looking good, and as we head through the day tomorrow, also looking pretty good. Those winds that we had earlier today have really subsided. A live look outside on the CorwinAuto.com Valley Skycam, part of the Storm Team's Skycam network. Traffic moving along nicely along I-94 and University, and after topping out in the low 70s, we've cooled down pretty quickly, right down to 50 degrees right now, and as mentioned, those winds have become rather light across the area. Temperatures elsewhere across the region, mostly a mix of some 40s and some 50s. 43 in Langdon, 50 in Valley City, 52 in the Gwinner area, also 52 in Jamestown, Fergus Falls, and in Wadena. Winds light. They're going to stay relatively light as we head through the overnight hours. They're going to pick up tomorrow out of the south and southwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour with some occasional stronger gusts. Just a few clouds out there, mainly high cloudiness, but a few mid-level clouds as this area continues to slide off towards the southeast. Underneath what clouds we do have, no precipitation out there, none anticipated tonight nor tomorrow. In fact, most of the week looks dry. The northern plains, quiet. Most of the country, quiet. It's not until you get to the Pacific Northwest. Seeing a few rain showers around the Seattle area. Then a few rain showers and thunderstorms making their way through far southeast Georgia and parts of Florida. For us, overnight tonight, mostly clear skies, and it's going to be a cool night tonight. Overnight lows mostly in the low and mid 40s with a few upper 30s possible in farther northern portions of the valley. And as we head through the day tomorrow, we'll see plenty of sunshine once again. Those gusty winds return and high temperatures warming into the 60s and a low 70s. Another very nice day. Typical high temperatures in the Fargo-Moorhead area as we head through the day tomorrow. Mid-50s, so we're going to be well above normal once again as we head through tomorrow evening. Hardly a cloud in the sky. Here in Fargo, we'll start off on a cool note with temperatures in the low 40s, but by lunchtime with plenty of sunshine, we warm it on up to around 60 degrees, and we're going to top out once again on the warm side around 70 degrees. Picture of the day, and it's a beauty. Thanks so much to Tiffany for setting this in. It's a cornfield sunset in Comstock, Minnesota. Going to use that as the backdrop to our 7-day forecast, and it's a pretty nice one unless you like snow out there because it's going to be well above normal. 70 on Tuesday, a slightly cooler Wednesday, back into the low 70s Thursday and Friday. Maybe a few sprinkles or raindrops for tailgaters early on Saturday, but most of the day should be dry. And we start a cooling trend back into the mid-50s with a few rain showers on Monday.
Some beautiful color out there, huh?
That's an amazing shot. And thanks so much to Tiffany and everybody who sends in those photos.
All right, thanks, Robert. A Minnesota man is dead. 2 others are hurt after a home being moved in Beltrami County fell on them. It happened yesterday morning about 60 miles north of Bemidji. Authorities say one of the men was trapped under the home when it fell off the jacks being used to lift and support it. The Beltrami Sheriff's Office says 25-year-old Joshua O'Brien of Black Duck died on scene. 52-year-old Christopher O'Brien had to be airlifted to Grand Forks. The other man hurt, Matthew Jeldon of Cloquet, was driven to the hospital by someone on the scene. Authorities have not released a condition report for the other 2 men involved. A new program taking shape at UND is aiming to lower the campus's sexual assault numbers. It's called It's On Us. University leaders say it starts with increasing awareness in the community. People can then sign the It's On Us pledge online. In doing so, it means that you'll identify when sexual assaults may occur and intervene in tough situations.
I also have 2 daughters at home, and so knowing that the rates of violence are 1 in 5 now, if when they get to college, you know, the rates can be 1 in 10 or 1 in 20, I hope that I can do everything that I can now to help provide a foundation of people working together to do something about this issue.
If you want to learn more about the pledge, go to our website at valleynewslive.com and click on this story. President Trump says he and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell are totally united. The declaration of support came during a no-holds-barred news conference at the White House today. Mola Lenghi reports from D.C.
President Trump spent Monday evening at a South Carolina fundraiser, taking a short break from Washington and a GOP-led Congress that's been unable to support his agenda. But earlier in the White House Rose Garden, the president pushed the reset button on his relationship with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
We're probably now, I think, at least as far as I'm concerned, closer than ever before.
The 2 men had lunch together at the White House after the president's former advisor, Steve Bannon, vowed to back challengers to some of the Senate's Republican incumbents.
Right now, it's a season of war against a GOP establishment.
The president publicly urged Bannon to reconsider and then took questions from reporters on a wide range of topics, including the national opioid epidemic, NFL players taking a knee during the national anthem, and sexual harassment allegations made against him over the years.
All I can say is it's totally fake news. It's just fake.
He invited a 2020 challenge from Hillary Clinton.
Hillary, please run again.
And he accused past presidents of not calling the families of military personnel killed in action.
Most of them didn't make calls. A lot of them didn't make calls. I like to call when it's appropriate, when I think I'm able to do it.
Former Presidents Clinton, George W. Bush, and Obama later issued statements saying they, too, called the families of the fallen. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, Washington.
Later this week, the Senate is expected to vote on a budget that would set the stage for tax legislation. Many Republicans view it as a must-win following the failure and repeal of Obamacare. An invasive fruit fly from Asia is attacking raspberry, blueberry, and grape crops in Minnesota at an alarming rate. The spotted winged Drosophila, or SWD, was first spotted in Minnesota back in 2012. Since then, about 20% of the state's growers have either had to suspend production or have gone out of business. Unlike the common fruit fly, which typically feeds on overripe fruits, the SWD attacks healthy ripening fruits and lays its eggs inside them.
So as these larvae develop within a berry, they're breaking down the sugars, the proteins in the fruit, and yes, so eventually the fruit, the individual berries turn to mush.
Researchers at the University of Minnesota are looking into ways to control this insect. One of the most promising methods so far are exclusion nets, which also eliminate or greatly reduce the need for insecticides. Comedian Kevin Hart is returning to Fargo. He's the award-winning actor, and he's going to bring his Irresponsible tour to the Fargo Dome on Friday, January 19th of next year. Tickets will go on sale October 20th, 9 o'clock in the morning at the Fargo Dome box office. Hart performed in Fargo back in November of 2015. His memoir, I Can't Make This Up, Life's Lessons, debuted at #1 in the New York Times bestseller list this year. And don't forget the CW giveaway. It's a V&L VIP Fargo 4 Suite Night experience. That'll be held on November 4th. Before you can have a chance to win, though, you're going to have to register, so go to valleynewslive.com and click on the contest tab. You'll get the chance to hang out with the Valley News Live crew while also enjoying some hockey. Keep in mind the deadline to register is October 30th at noon. Still ahead tonight.